What if the reason your drum fills sound sloppy isn't because of speed? Many drummers tend to practice fills the wrong way. They tend to chase chops instead of sound. So in this video, I'm going to give you the two things that I think make a drum fill sound professional. The sound and how to practice them. Let's do it. The number one thing that I see in my students and a lot of people when they are having a problem with their fills isn't a bad fill idea, it's a bad sound. So I want to start this with clearing up your sound. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, a great example of a bad sound is, especially when you're new to this. When I was younger, about 40 years ago, just taking up drums, I thought I had great ideas. And my teacher was just like, yeah, those are great, but it's not landing. The sound isn't there. And so when you're new to this, you will probably be one hand dominant over the other. I'm right-handed, so my right hand was dominant. If you're left-handed, you'll probably be left-hand dominant. So what ends up happening is you get this fill, and I'm going to show it to you in 16th notes. It's going to be a little over exaggerated, but I want to get the point across. A lot of people end up coming into this sounding like this. Very right hand dominant, or should I say very one hand dominant. The fill idea is there, but it's really awkward, okay? So how do we fix that? Real simple, real simple. For the next week, I want you to take 30 seconds to a minute a day. I'm not joking about this. I think you will be able to fix this 30 seconds to a minute a day. And I want you to start on your snare drum and start playing slow 16th notes, somewhere between what you might think 8th notes or 16th notes, somewhere in between. And concentrate on making sure your non-dominant hand is as loud as your dominant hand. Don't bring the dominant hand down. Force the non-dominant hand up. So you may start off sounding like this. That's all right hand lead right there. What I want you to do is do that, but now start looking and bringing that left hand back up as high as the right so that it evens out. I'm going to start the bad way and then I'm going to bring that left hand up so you can hear how that cleans up. So like this. Now, once you've figured that out on the drums, and by the way, you need to be on your drums. You need to know what your drums sound like when you play them. Practice pad practice is fantastic. It's an absolute. But when you want to start clearing up your sound, you need to be on the drums. And you need to play the drums so that you understand what they sound like. Now, back to this. Once you have figured that out on one surface, snare drum, now what I want you to do is slowly take that same incredibly simple idea and start to move around the kit. And the reason I say that is because if we do everything right here, our body's in one position. But if I tend to move up to the tom-tom, what happens to my body? All of a sudden my arms are in a whole nother position. And when I come from here down to the floor tom, I'm now twisting everything down to the floor tom. My shoulders kind of jacked back, and got to put my left hand even farther out to get there. And that's all a physicality that could hamper trying to play even. So that's why I want you to do that. So take that very simple idea. None of this has to be a hard idea. None of it, ever. What you're learning here is how to maneuver your sticks so that no matter what level of fill you play, you now have the ability to make sure that your hands are even. So start simple. This whole thing is very simple for a week. Here we go. On the snare drum, around the toms. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of the non-even, just so you can hear a difference. Here's what you might sound like from the beginning standpoint before you take this in. All right, you can go that fast, you can go slower, whatever it takes. But honestly, if you do this for 30 seconds up to a minute, I'd suggest a minute, but do it nonstop for a minute consistently and listen, focus on your sound, you're going to nail it. Part 2 is how you practice the fill, how you practice your fills. Now, obviously, the first part of this section, learn your fill. Whatever fill you're doing, learn it. Take concept number 1, sound, and make sure your sticks are even, you're making great sounds with both hands, and apply it to your fill. So, learn the fill. Say the fill is this. One more time. Once you have mastered that and you have a good sound, now you're going to put it with the beat. And here's where the things get weird sometimes. A lot of people end up wasting time because in music, we're going to play theoretically 3 bars of groove, 1 bar of fill, or maybe 7 bars of groove, 1 bar of fill. And we tend to practice that, especially when we're younger. We don't know anything else. We're like, oh yeah, that's what we got to do, and then throw in our fill. When the concept needs to be how to get from the groove into the fill, back into the groove. Technically, that's where everything gets maybe a little sour. You're in this thing and you're doing this thing forever, and all of a sudden you got to do something totally different and then come back into it. So what I'm telling you to do, instead of practicing it like music at this moment, practice it like a study. So you're going to do 1 bar of groove, 1 bar of fill, groove, fill, over and over and over. So that you get this concept of how do I get from one to the other and back and make it solid, make it in time, make it sound good. So it should be like this. Then, once you have that down, now treat it like a song. 3 bars of groove, 1 bar of fill, whatever. But you need to have that concept of getting in and out of your fills solidly. All right? Okay, folks, that's it. Relatively short video. If you like what I'm doing on my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video. Down in the comments section, tell me, are you concerned with the sound of your fills? Are you? No hate down there, just are you concerned with it? And hey, before you go, check out one of these two videos right here. And until the next time, take care.